Something's Wrong. Written by Shane Palomo. Narration by Jeffrey Fukushima.
And Katherine O'Connor.
Chapter 1. Linger. Terrence and Isabella are high school sweethearts. They have been dating for 5 years. They live in a small town called Grimsville, or as the locals call it, Grim City. Grimsville is considered one of the worst cities to live in their state because of its extremely high crime rate. Their city is pretty stagnant with nothing fun or productive to do. The city consists of hotels, used car lots, a mall, a few movie theaters, and a bunch of fast food restaurants. It's date night for the young couple. Terrence is coming from picking up Isabella from her college dorm room, which is located about 30 minutes outside of the city. It's pretty much considered the country by city folk standards. He had a pretty late start picking up Isabella because he had to drop off his little brother Eddie to his job at this new arcade that just opened up. They are on their way back to the city trying to figure out what to do. While Terrence was driving down one of the back roads, he spotted a lady in a black dress up ahead on the side of the road.
Dropping off Eddie again?
Yes, unfortunately.
I'm sorry to say it, Terrence, but your brother is a bum. He's a 19-year-old grown-ass baby man. In the United States, by the age of 19, you're considered a full-grown adult. How can you not have your own car, or at least drive?
Haha, you're preaching to the choir. Do you see that creepy lady up ahead?
Yep, and you keep your ass driving.
You know what? I just had this sudden urge to be a good citizen and give this lady a ride. Terrence jokingly started to slow down the vehicle.
Terrence, if you pick up this creepy hitchhiker, it's over between us and I'm running out of this car.
Haha, chill out, Izzy. I'm not going to pick her up, but what the hell? Halloween isn't for another 2 months, am I right?
The people in this town. I'm starting to think this town is cursed. I'm telling you, Terrence.
The creepy lady stops walking and starts standing still. Terrence drives right by the estranged woman. He takes a glance at his rearview mirror only to see she had vanished. Where's the... Never mind. Now, what makes you say that? And if you're talking about the crime rate, don't give me that bull. This little town is just as bad as the next one. A black figure races through the forest chasing Terrence's car. It leaped off of one of the trees. It's now hovering on top of the roof of the car. It's following them.
Oh yeah, then tell me 4 kidnappings in 1 month alone. It's always the same MO. Clothing, belongings, and blood of the victims found on the scene, but the body is just gone. Every single time.
It is not a curse. It's just a common thing. It always unfortunately happens.
Terrence, I've been researching these past cases and looking up the past crime history of this city.
What? Haha, are you serious? What do you think you are? The ghost?
The who? What are you even talking about?
Are you kidding me? You don't know who the ghost is? He is pretty much the greatest detective that ever lived. He only solves like cold cases that no one could ever crack.
Okay, CSI Grim City, calm down.
He's a real person. Anyways, go ahead.
Well, anyway, my research was pretty shocking. The same crimes being committed now were happening around almost 35 years ago. The exact same crimes. 10 teens under the age of 18 years old gone and never seen again.
Okay, and your point?
Do you know Mr. Will?
Are you really asking me if I know the neighborhood drunk? Isabella brings out her phone.
Look at what I found searching through PeopleStream.
I can't really pay attention currently because, just trying to keep us alive on the road.
Just watch. I mean, listen in your case. This is the local news from 1984.
Isabella plays the video.
Marty Anderson reporting live from Grimsville Park, where we have our 10th murder/kidnapping of a person under the age of 18 years old. Simultaneously, the most bizarre power outage that spanned the whole state of North Carolina. The mayor didn't even have an explanation for this anomaly. Today, I have a witness claiming he saw who this terrible serial killer was and also may have some insight on what caused the major power outage. Can you please share with us your name and occupation? My name is William Locklear. I'm a stockbroker.
Is that Mr. Will? He looks well put together and younger. What happened?
Keep watching.
Can you please give the people some insights as to what you saw in this park last night? We're extremely lucky to be alive. What do you mean by that? No one would ever believe me. Well, William, you would be surprised. Our viewers out there are looking for some type of explanation as to what's happening. I think this would bring some type of relief. I'm not here for relief. I'm here to tell the truth. I don't think everyone is ready to hear it. Please, indulge us. Those 10 young poor souls were slayed and being collected by a demon. A demon, Mr. Locklear? One of Satan's most evil warriors. It got into a fight with an angel full of armor and a sword of gold. We are very lucky that angel sacrificed itself to put the evil at bay, but I'm afraid it didn't finish the job. That fight is also what caused the great power outage all over the state. This is the most outrageous story I've ever heard. I think you might be experiencing a little dehydration, Mr. Locklear. You ignorant fool. I know what I saw with my own eyes. We need to find the sword. To be prepared. This fight is not over. I have a bad feeling this evil is coming back. I don't know where, I don't know when. That demon will bring us all a grave doom.
Marty Anderson turns his camera crew away from Mr. Will.
Sorry about that. It appears that fine citizen was experiencing severe dehydration, and we will make sure he gets the medical attention he needs. This will be our doom, people. Stop this demon from coming back and find the sword. Stab it in its heart and finish it off for good.
What the fuck?
I know, right? Pretty creepy.
I have never heard Mr. Will speak with so much elegance.
Are you kidding me?
Babe, he's been telling this same tired-ass story for years now. The black, shadowy figure leaps off Terrence's car and lands on the car behind him. Then, it jumps inside and possesses the man driving. It floors the gas pedal and cuts Terrence off out of nowhere, almost hitting them. It swerves and loses control of the vehicle. The man ends up on the opposite side of the road. He crashes head-on with another car. The other man involved with the accident gets violently projectiled out of his vehicle. Glass, blood, and human flesh cover the pavement. Terrence pulls up to the scene and stops immediately. Isabella, check on the driver. I'm going to check on the other man on the street to see if he's alive.
What an asshole. I swear, people in this town do not know how to drive.
Terrence and Isabella go their separate ways. Isabella checks on the driver.
He's still alive?
The man's eyes were pitch black when Isabella was checking on him. Then, his eyes went back to normal.
What the fuck?
Terrence makes his way to the man on the street. The man's body mangled. He turns him over only to see his brain spilling onto the road. Terrence almost vomits. Oh God, Isabella, call 911. This man is gone. Terrence and Isabella stand by and wait for the authorities and paramedics to arrive at the scene. The police question the two about the fatal accident. Isabella was still shaken up about the event that just occurred, but especially the man that survived. She thought about his pitch black eyes. She didn't bring it up to the police when they questioned her. After they did all the questioning, the authorities sent them on their way. Thank you guys so much for answering all our questions. I'm very sorry you guys had to witness this horrible accident. We have your contact information if anything else pops up. You guys get home safe, okay? Terrence and Isabella get back into their car. The shadowy figure was watching, waiting on top of the roof of the building, watching them drive away. Isabella looked down in deep thought. You okay?
I'm just lost for words at the moment.
Do you want me to take you home?
I'm super bummed out that we didn't get to do our date.
Hey, how about this? Let's grab something to eat at Pepper's. I know it's not anything too fancy, but at least it's better than nothing. Plus, we haven't eaten for like hours. Then I can take you home. Sounds good?
I think I would love that.
Terrence makes it to Pepper's safely. They both order their food. Isabella is still really shaken up. Hey!
What's up, babe?
Remember when I took you here for the first time?
How could I not? It would forever be embedded in my mind.
Terrence took Isabella to Pepper's for their first date back in the 11th grade. He ordered the steak and ribs combination entree. Isabella ordered what would be her regular triple dipper appetizer. When Terrence was chewing on his steak, Isabella had made a really funny joke that caused Terrence to choke on his steak. Isabella rushed to him and started to do the Heimlich maneuver. It took a couple of pushes. Terrence spat the piece of steak out so fast it bounced off of a 4-year-old kid's face and landed in an old lady's bra. They stopped eating there for a while because they were ashamed of the fiasco.
So embarrassing, but yet so cute.
I'm glad I could make you smile. The server came to their table with their food. About 30 minutes passed as the conversation and laughter dwindled. Isabella's face randomly turned pale and she stared at the table with a blank face. The black, shadowy figure stands outside on the corner of their window watching them eat. Something wrong?
It's about tonight. I have to tell you something.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't going to bring this up to you because I thought it was just silly, but what we just witnessed earlier really freaked me out and reminded me of the most horrible dream last night. I woke up sweating, out of breath, and in tears. A pure night terror, Terrence.
Terrence paused with a look of concern.
The dream starts out good. We were chilling in your apartment, enjoying each other's company. We watched our favorite horror movie, Trick or Treat.
One of the greatest horror anthology movies ever.
Right. I got tired, so I packed up my stuff and you dropped me at home. The dream shifts and it's like I'm watching you now. Like how you would be watching through a television screen or something weird like that.
Okay, pretty weird, but continue.
You drive back home, open your apartment door, turn on your show, about to sit in your favorite chair. You're wrapping your day up, which is cute, but then bam, you hear a really loud thud coming from the back of your apartment as you're grabbing a beer out of the fridge. You suspect it's your rowdy, inconsiderate neighbor. It's the weekend, so you just shrug it off like it's nothing, and you sit down and try to relax. Then 20 minutes later, you hear another loud thud, only this time it was louder. Almost sounded like it came from inside your apartment. Bam. You get up and walk to the back room and pound on the wall and tell them to keep it down. Then you hear a voice calling out your name from the living room. Terrence, Terrence, Terrence. The voice is light and soft at first.
Okay, this is just getting a tad bit creepy.
Then the voice calling your name gets louder, more rugged, more evil. You walk out to the living room as the voice dies down and fades to white noise playing through your television screen. You look around the room, nothing. It's completely silent. You turn around and pause. You don't say a word, you just stare in complete terror. A big, dark, horrible monster hunched, standing over you with razor-sharp teeth, jagged long claws, and those eyes, deep, red like the devil. The monster starts ripping you apart, starting from your arms, pulling them out of your sockets. Then its claws start digging through your torso as you hear your ribs crack and break, your flesh ripping off your bones. You start choking on your own blood. The monster tugs your organs out of your body. You fall to the ground. The monster just laughs. The laugh, that horrible, demented laugh. After it killed you, its eyes turned pitch black.
Silence at the table as Terrence tries to gather himself after hearing Isabella's terrifying nightmare. Hey. Isabella looks up from glancing at the table, feeling terrible. It's just a dream. A really bad dream, that's all. Look, I'm here and I'm always going to be here, okay?
That guy that survived the car crash, his eyes were pitch black, just like in my nightmare.
Issy, it was dark and it was a very traumatic experience.
Don't gaslight me, Terrence. I know what I saw.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying not to think about it so much. Today has been really shitty.
Right. I'm just ready for it to be over.
Let's just try and enjoy the rest of our night, okay? Doesn't that sound good?
You're right.
The positives were still alive, till I get killed by a 10-foot-tall creepy monster with long fingers and sharp fingernails.
That's not funny, Dick.
You got your triple dipper appetizer that you're about to devour. I got my steak and ribs that...
Hits the spot every time.
That's not what I was about to say.
Sure.
What are you, a psychic now? Miss Cleo? Professor X?
Can you please stop? If I wanted to date a comedian, I'd be with Jack Black.
People think I'm funny.
Who thinks you're funny, Terrence? Your brother Eddie?
Ha ha, whatever. Terrence and Isabella wrap up their dinner date at Pepper's. As they get in the car and close the doors, the black, shadowy figure slithers from under his car and hovers over the roof of the car again. Terrence drives Isabella back to her dorm room.
I'm not going to lie. Tonight was a clusterfuck, but you always know how to make me feel better. Thanks, baby.
I'm sorry that happened. It comes naturally. You're my everything.
I cannot wait till we get our own place, so we can do this every single day. Not the car accident part, but just to be around you all the time.
Haha, right? I was about to say, and very soon.
Are you going to be annoyed by looking at my face every day?
I will never get tired of looking at that beautiful face.
It's very late, and you have a bit of a drive. I love you. Text me when you get home, okay?
I love you too. I will. I'll see you later. Terrence kisses Isabella and gets back into his car and starts to make his way back home. Terrence makes his way down the block. In the distance, a black figure jumps out of Isabella's dorm room. Terrence makes it home safe. He's parked, sitting in his car, still thinking about the night. Isabella's dream crosses his mind. Terrence grabs his phone and opens the social app chat board to text Isabella he made it home safe. He also received a text from his brother Eddie. "Hey babe, just letting you know I made it home safely."
Good! We don't need any more bad news tonight. I love you. I'm going to bed and I'm extremely exhausted.
Good night. I love you.
Night. Love you too.
Terrence reads the text his younger brother Eddie sent to him. "Sup bro, I was wondering if you could give me a ride in the morning. I open. Why don't you ask mom to drop you?" "Come on bro, I'll give gas money and buy your lunch. Why are you up so late?" "I'm good bro. You're going to have to figure it out. Me and Izzy just got into some shit today, so I'm probably just going to stay in and chill all day. If you open in the morning, why are you still up?" "Messed up bro, whatever. What happened to you y'all? This new game, Deadhead Demon, got me hooked. I'm going to game another 30 minutes and knock out." "You'll be okay. Isn't that game in your arcade too? Me and Izzy just witnessed a fatal accident. We saw someone die today. Kind of still fucked about it too." "Yeah, it's in there, but plays better on console." "Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I bet, bro. Damn, after work, me and mom will stop by and check on you. Is Isabella okay?" "It's okay. You guys don't have to stop by. I'm fine. She's okay too. We're just both kind of still shaken up, that's all." "Alright, man. Good to hear you guys are okay. I'm about to catch some Z's." Peace. Terrence gathers his belongings and opens his apartment door. He hangs up his keys and takes off his shoes. He makes his way to the kitchen and grabs a bottle of water. He walks to his living room, sits down on the couch, grabs the remote, and turns on his television and shuffles to find a movie to watch. A few moments later, Terrence hears a loud thud from the back of his apartment. He slowly and quietly gets up and makes his way to the closet. He grabs his bat from when he used to play baseball in high school. He starts to creep through the hallway to the back room where he heard the commotion. He started to hear the thud again, but they started to come more frequently. Terrence opens the doorknob and cracks open the door. He winds his bat all the way back, ready to swing. He kicks open the bedroom door. He sees nothing in the room. The thuds are coming from the wall. He starts to hear a female moaning. Terrence lowers his bat. He starts to make his way back to his living room. Assholes. Terrence sat back on his couch. He continues to shuffle through movies to find something to watch. A few minutes pass. He starts to doze off and falls asleep. It's the next morning. Terrence looks at his phone. It's close to noon. He opens his text messages from Isabella and Eddie.
Good morning, sleepyhead.
"Hey baby, sorry I slept in. What's the plans for today?" Terrence opens his message from his brother. "Bro, I just got interviewed about this kid dying that was playing at our arcade last night." "What? Are you for real?" "Yeah man, I'm going to be on the 8 o'clock news. It's very sad. The kid was like 16 years old." "Do they know who did it?" Terrence opens up to Isabella's text message.
The plans for today is I'm going to kill you.
Okay, what did I do now? Terrence gets up off the couch. He puts his phone down. He grabs and puts on his t-shirt and makes his way to the bathroom to brush his teeth. Terrence washes and wipes his face. He walks out of the bathroom and makes his way down his hallway. Terrence stops in pure fear. What? Terrence's breath is snatched away from him. He looks down to see a hand ripping through his stomach. Terrence is thrown into the living room. He starts to crawl towards the door. He grabs his phone and calls his brother Eddie. It was too late. Terrence is grabbed by his neck and raised off of the ground. A hand digs deep into his chest. Terrence's heart is ripped out. He dropped back onto the floor. Eddie answers the other line. "Hello? Terrence, are you okay?" "But why?" Isabella stands over Terrence's lifeless body. She takes a big bite out of Terrence's heart. Terrence's soul leaves his body.
Armageddon, then apocalypse.